cooling beside me. The city looks softer this way, blurred through water and light. There's a tired blue glow falling across the apartment floor. The clock moves slowly past midnight without saying much. I sit wrapped in silence, listening to the rain touch the glass. And somehow the sound pulls old evenings back to me. Not memory sharp enough to hurt, just small pieces drifting quietly. A laugh somewhere in the distance, steam rising from paper cups. The warmth of sitting beside someone without needing conversation. Funny how the heart remembers the smallest things, not the endings, not the reasons, only the feeling of being there. Rain is a way of opening quiet doors, and tonight I let them stay open. Rain on the window and old nights coming softly back, like reflections moving slowly across wet city streets. No sadness here anymore, just warmth inside the memory, like hearing a song you forgot you loved. Rain on the window, coffee cooling in my hands. The world outside still rushing while I stay still a while. And somewhere between midnight and the rain, the past feels gentle again. Streetlights melt into gold lines across the foggy glass. Cars passing like distant waves below the apartment. I remember winter coats by the doorway and late night convenience store coffee. The quiet comfort of ordinary moments. Not every memory needs a story, not every person becomes forever. Some only leave behind a certain kind of warmth, like soft jazz from another room, or rain against old buildings. Things that stay with you without asking to. Time rounded the edges of what once felt heavy. Now it only feels human. Rain on the window and a city wrapped in silver light. Everything's slower after 2 a.m. Everything's softer too. No need to relive the past tonight, no need to miss anything. Just letting old feelings drift by like smoke in the dark. Rain on the window and tired shoulders finally loosening. The coffee bitter and warm, the music playing low. And for a little while the night feels kind. Maybe growing older means this, learning how to remember gently without regret, without needing to return. Just gratitude for small moments that once existed, even briefly. Listen to the rain tonight, that's enough. Rain on the window, the city fading into blue. Every drop against the glass sounds softer now. No loneliness in the silence, only quiet reflection, like finding old photographs inside your own heart. Rain on the window and the room glowing softly beside me. The past no longer aching, feels comforting tonight. Still sitting in the back of the shelf, that old white mug. Funny what we keep. Winter morning light falling softly through the kitchen, the heater humming quietly before the day begins. I reach for a coffee cup, half awake, moving slowly, and there it is again, that old white mug. Small chip near the handle, faded color on the rim. Nothing special to anyone else, but somehow I never throw it away. Maybe some things stay with us without asking permission, not because they hurt, but because they once felt warm. Steam rises slowly into the cold morning air, and suddenly the room feels years older. The old mug on the shelf, still holding quiet memories, not dramatic ones, just ordinary days. Soft laughter in the kitchen, raincoats hanging by the door, coffee shirt and sleepy silence on winter morning. The old mug on the shelf and time moving gently around it. No sadness in these memories now, only warmth, like hearing footsteps in a house you once knew well. Outside the sky stays pale gray, cars moving through the rain. The radio plays low somewhere, filling the apartment softly. I used to think memories faded all at once, but maybe they disappear slowly, like steam from coffee, leaving only little traces. A familiar scent, a favorite chair, a cup you still reach for. And suddenly an entire season returns for just a moment, not enough to break your heart, just enough to warm me quietly. Funny how healing works without us noticing, on a soft morning at a time. The old mug on the shelf, still waiting where I left it, like some small part of the past. Learn how to stay gentle, no longing to go backwards now, no wake to change anything. Just gratitude for quiet days that once existed. The old mug on the shelf, coffee warming cold hands again. The winter light so soft across the kitchen floor, and somehow the loneliness feels lighter this morning. Maybe not every memory needs to be painful. Maybe some are meant to become comfort. think I'll keep it forever. Two a.m. again, the light across the room, radio playing softly somewhere, like it remembers too. The couch still holds warmth from where I fell asleep earlier. Coffee sitting untouched beside an open book. Outside the city moves slower now, rain fading into quiet streets, and the whole apartment feels suspended somewhere between memory and sleep. Late night radio voices drift softly through the dark room. Old songs wrapped in static, filling the silence gently. Funny how certain nights still carry the same atmosphere, even years later, even after everything changed. Not sadness, not regret, just the feeling of another time passing softly through me. After 2 a.m., the world loses its sharp edges, and the heart remembers differently. After 2 a.m., old nights return quietly like reflections moving slowly across blue apartment walls. No pain left inside these memories, only warmth and distance, like hearing footsteps in a dream you once loved. After 2 a.m., the radio sounds softer somehow. The city lights blur through the curtains like fading film scenes, and somewhere between silence and static, I smile without meaning to. The rain finally stops outside, leaving silver on the streets. A taxi passes slowly below, headlights drifting through the dark. I remember nights like this, when life felt much smaller. Cheap coffee, late conversations, convenience store lights after midnight. Not perfect days, not extraordinary moments, just ordinary evenings that somehow stayed with me. Maybe memory works that way, keeping textures, keeping atmosphere long after faces disappear. Some things survive quietly inside the soul, without asking to. After 2 a.m., the room feels full of echoes, not lonely ones, just familiar. The soft hum of the radio, the blue glow near the window, and tired shoulders finally learning how to rest again. After 2 a.m., even silence feels comforting, like the night itself understands how heavy people become. And for a little while, nothing hurts tonight. The older I get, the more I treasure these hours. Not excitement, not noise, just stillness. Soft music in dark rooms, rain against distant buildings, and the strange comfort of remembering gently. Stay awake with me a little longer. Morning can wait. After 2 a.m., the city almost disappears. Street lights melting softly into the wet night air. No need to chase the past tonight, no need to hold on to anything. Just letting old memories breathe quietly before they before sunrise. The heaviness inside me loosens, leaving only calm and quiet one. The station fades into static, rainwater drying on the glass. Blue morning almost arriving. Still, the night feels beautiful somehow. I don't remember your face clearly anymore, but your laugh, somehow it stayed. Spring air drifting through the cafe door, coffee cups clinking softly, sunlight resting on wooden tables near the station window. Outside, trains roll by slowly under pale April skies. Everything ordinary, everything glowing a little. I forgot the color of your jacket, forgot the words we talked about, but sometimes out of nowhere I still hear your laugh. Light, warm and complicated, like it belonged perfectly to spring afternoons. Funny what memory chooses to keep, not details, just feelings. Your laugh in April still echoes softly sometimes, like distant music floating through an open cafe door. No sadness left inside it now, no longing to return, only warmth like sunlight on old wooden floors. Your laugh in April and cherry blossoms near the station, the city younger somehow, back when nights felt endless. And somewhere between memory and spring rain, I feel lighter again. There was a small cafe near the tracks, always smelling faintly of coffee. We stay too long there sometimes, watching people pass by. Nothing dramatic ever happened, no promises, no heartbreak scenes, just ordinary conversations inside quiet afternoons. Maybe that's why it stayed, because it never tried to become something larger. Just two people existing in the same soft season. Outside the station, speakers echoed across wet sidewalks, and every train arriving sounded like another beginning. Some memories fade loudly, others disappear gently, leaving only warmth behind. Your laugh in April still visits me on rainy evenings, soft enough to make the room feel a little less quiet. No ache hidden in these thoughts anymore, only gratitude somehow for ordinary moments that once felt alive. You laugh in April and spring sunlight through cafe windows, paper cups warming cold hands near the old station. And somewhere deep inside those small memories, the heart keeps glowing softly. Maybe growing older means this, learning how to miss things gently, without needing them back, without turning them into sadness. Just appreciation for brief, beautiful moments that pass through our lives quietly. April rain again tonight, and somehow I remembered your laugh stars fading slowly at the edges. Your laugh in April and the cafe lights after sunset, the station glowing gold in the evening rain. And somewhere between the sound of trains and spring air, I quietly smile again. Cherry blossoms falling softly, coffee growing cold beside me. The station's still somewhere far away, and your laugh still warm somehow. Last train again tonight, rain sliding down the window, earphones low, city lights drifting by. The carriage hums softly, half empty seats under pale light. Someone sleeping by the far door, suit jacket folded in their arms. Outside the rain blurs everything, neon signs melting into silver, and the city feels distant somehow, like an old photograph. I lean my head against the cold glass, music playing low in my ears, the kind of slow song that only sounds right after midnight. Funny how exhaustion opens memory, not dramatic memories, not painful ones, just quiet scenes returning softly. Convenience store coffee, wet umbrellas by the station, late night conversations fading with the train noise. Maybe the heart remembers differently when the world grows quiet. On the slow train home, old nights drift back gently like reflections trembling softly across rain-covered windows. No sadness living in the now, only distance and warmth, like hearing a familiar melody from another room. On the slow train home, the city glows beneath the rain, headlights stretching endlessly through the midnight streets. And somewhere between stations and silence, I finally breathe a little slower. The tired man adjusts his tie nearby. Someone scrolls through old messages. The train rocks softly through the dark like waves carrying us home. I remember when nights felt larger, when every conversation seemed important. Now I treasure quieter things, warm apartments, dim lights, slow music after long days outside. The track shines silver under the street lights, the whole city looking softer after 1 a.m. And for a moment I don't feel rushed anymore. Some memories fade painfully, others settle gently beside you, like rain sound at midnight. On the slow train home, the music in my headphones echoes softly, matching the rhythm of the rails through the sleeping city. No need to relive the past tonight. station passes slowly, almost home now. On the slow train home, the rain begins to disappear. Blue morning waiting faintly beyond the skyline. No regrets hidden in these thoughts anymore. Only gratitude somehow for ordinary nights that once felt alive. On the slow train home, the song inside my headphones fades. The window cold beside my shoulder, the city nearly asleep. And somewhere before the final stop, the heaviness leaves my chest like rainwater sliding softly into the dark. Train doors opening slowly, wood pavement shining outside, the night almost over. Still, the city feels beautiful tonight. Midnight coffee, rain long gone outside. The room feels quiet tonight, quiet in a good way. The lamp beside the couch glows softly, painting gold across the floor. Vinyl crackling low in the background, like an old familiar voice. I sit wrapped in a blanket, coffee warm in both my hands. And somewhere in the stillness, old memories return again. But differently now, not sharp enough to ache, not heavy enough to ruin the night. Just gentle pieces of another life passing through softly. The strange thing about healing is how quietly it happens, one ordinary evening at a time. Time didn't erase everything, it simply taught the heart how to carry it lightly. Nothing hurt tonight, not the rain, not the memories, not even the songs I used to avoid. Everything feels softer now, like the world finally loosened. And the midnight coffee tastes warmer somehow in this quiet room. Nothing hurt tonight, the past arrived gently, like distant lights glowing faintly through apartment curtains. And somewhere between memory and silence, I realized I'd healed a little. Outside the city keeps moving, cars whispering through wet streets. But inside this room, time feels slower. I remember old winter suddenly, station cafes after work, warm hands around paper cups, watching snow fall near the tracks. Not every memory needs resolution, not every goodbye needs meaning. Some moments simply fade into us until they become part of the atmosphere. Like jazz drifting from another apartment, or rain against old buildings, things that stay quietly inside the soul. Maybe peace isn't forgetting, maybe it's remembering without fear. Nothing hurt tonight, even the only parts softened, like years finally smoothing the sharp edges down. No longing to go backwards anymore, no need to rewrite anything. Just gratitude for small moments that once existed. Nothing hurt tonight, the room breathing slowly around me, coffee cooling beside the lamp, music low and warm. And for the first time in a long while, the silence felt comforting. The older I get, the more I treasure calm, not excitement, not noise, just evenings where the heart can finally rest. No performances, no explanations, only quiet understanding. Stay here a while. The night feels gentle tonight. Nothing hurt tonight. The city fading into blue morning. Street lights dimming softly beyond the rain street glass. No sadness hidden in these memories now. Only warmth and distance, like old photographs touched by sunlight. Nothing hurt tonight, and maybe that means healing. Not forgetting the past, but surviving it softly. And somewhere before sunrise, I smiled into the silence without even realizing it. Coffee gone cold, vinyl nearly still, the room glowing softly, and somehow everything feels alright tonight. Rain on the window tonight, coffee cooling beside me. The city looks softer this way, blurred through water and light. There's a tired blue glow falling across the apartment floor. The clock moves slowly past midnight without saying much. I sit wrapped in silence, listening to the rain touch the glass. And somehow this sound pulls old evenings back to me. Not memories sharp enough to hurt, just small pieces drifting quietly. A laugh somewhere in the distance, steam rising from paper cups. The warmth of sitting beside someone without needing conversation. Funny how the heart remembers the smallest things, not the endings, not the reasons, only the feeling of being there. Rain has a way of opening quiet doors, and tonight I let them stay open. Rain on the window and old nights coming softly back, like reflections moving slowly across wet city streets. No sadness here anymore, just warmth inside the memory, like hearing a song you forgot you loved. Rain on the window, coffee cooling in my hands, the world outside still rushing while I stay still a while. And somewhere between midnight and the rain, the past feels gentle again. Street lights melt into gold lines across the foggy glass. Cars passing like distant waves below the apartment. I remember winter coats by the doorway and late night convenience store coffee. The quiet comfort of ordinary moments. Not every memory needs a story, not every person becomes forever. Some only leave behind a certain kind of warmth, like soft jazz from another room or rain against old buildings. Things that stay with you without asking to. Time roam at the edges of what once felt heavy. Now it only feels human. Rain on the window and city wrapped in silver light. Everything slower after 2 a.m. Everything softer too. No need to relive the past tonight. No need to miss anything. Just letting old feelings drift by like smoke in the dark. Rain on the window and tired shoulders finally loosening. The coffee bitter and warm, the music playing low. And for a little while the night feels kind. Maybe growing older means this, learning how to remember gently, without regret, without needing to return. Just gratitude for small moments that once existed, even briefly. Listen to the rain tonight, that's enough. Rain on the window, the city fading into blue. Heavy drop against the glass, sounds softer now. No loneliness in this silence, only quiet reflection. Like finding old photographs inside your own heart. Rain on the window and the room glowing softly beside me. The past no longer aching, only breathing quietly. And somehow before the morning comes, I smile without realizing it. Rain slowing down, coffee gone cold, street lights still shining through the glass. And somehow that feels comforting tonight. Still sitting in the back of the shelf, that old white mug. Funny what we keep. When the morning light falling softly through the kitchen, the heater humming quietly before the day begins. I reach for a coffee cup, half awake, moving slowly. And there it is again, that old white mug. Small chip near the handle, faded color on the rim. Nothing special to anyone else, but somehow I never throw it away. Maybe some things stay with us without asking permission. Not because they hurt, but because they once felt warm. Steam rises slowly into the cold morning air, and suddenly the room feels years older. The old mug on the shelf, still holding quiet memories. Not dramatic ones, just ordinary days. Soft laughter in the kitchen, raincoats hanging by the door. Coffee shared in sleepy silence on winter mornings. The old mug on the shelf, and time moving gently around it. No sadness in these memories now, only warmth, like hearing footsteps in a house you once knew well. Outside the sky stays pale gray, cars moving through the rain. The radio plays low somewhere, filling the apartment softly. I used to think memories faded all at once, but maybe they disappear slowly, like steam from coffee, leaving only little traces of familiar scent. A favorite chair, a cup you still reach for, and suddenly an entire to break your heart, just enough to warm it quietly. Funny how healing works without us noticing. One soft morning at a time, the old mug on the shelf is still waiting where I left it. Like some small part of the past learned how to stay gentle. No longing to go backwards now, no ache to change anything. Just gratitude for quiet days that once existed. The old mug on the shelf, coffee warm in cold hands again. The winter light so soft across the kitchen floor, and somehow the loneliness feels lighter this morning. Maybe not every memory needs to be painful. Maybe some are meant to become comfort instead. Little reminders that life once felt warm and still can. Another slow morning, another cup of coffee. The old mug on the shelf, and the world moving slowly outside. Rain tapping gently against the window glass. No pressure to rush today, no need to chase anything. Just this quiet room and breathing softly. The old mug on the shelf, still carrying tiny echoes of laughter, of winter, of calm mornings long ago. And somewhere between the steam and silence, my heart feels warm again. Coffee growing colder, morning light turning gold. The old mug still in my hands, and somehow I think I'll keep it forever. Two a.m. again, blue light across the room, radio playing softly somewhere, like it remembers too. The couch still holds warmth from where I fell asleep earlier. Coffee sitting untouched beside an open book. Outside the city moves slower now, rain fading into quiet streets, and the whole apartment feels suspended somewhere between memory and sleep. Late night radio voices drift softly through the dark room. Old songs wrapped in static, filling the silence gently. Funny how certain nights still carry the same atmosphere. Even years later, even after everything changed, not sadness, not regret, just the feeling of another time passing softly through me. After 2 a.m. the world loses its sharp edges, and the heart remembers differently. After 2 a.m. old nights return quietly, like reflections moving slowly across blue apartment walls. No pain left inside these memories, only warmth and distance, like hearing footsteps in the dream you once loved. After 2 a.m. the radio sounds softer somehow. The city lights blur through the curtains like fading film scenes, and somewhere between the silence and static, I smile without meaning to. The rain finally stops outside, leaving silver on the streets. A taxi passes slowly below, headlights drifting through the dark. I remember nights like this when life felt much smaller. that somehow stayed with me. Maybe memory works that way, keeping textures, keeping atmosphere. Long after faces disappear, something survive quietly inside the soul without asking to. After 2 a.m. the room feels full of echoes, not lonely ones, just familiar. The soft hum of the radio, the blue glow near the window, and tired shoulders finally learning how to rest again. After 2 a.m. even silence feels comforting, like the night itself understands how heavy people become. And for a little while nothing hurts tonight. The older I get, the more I treasure these hours. Not excitement, not noise, just stillness. Soft music in dark rooms, rain against distant buildings, and the strange comfort of remembering gently. Stay awake with me a little longer. Morning can wait. After 2 a.m. the city almost disappears. Street lights melting softly into the wet night air. No need to chase the past tonight, no need to hold on to anything. Just letting old memories breathe quietly before they fade again. After 2 a.m. the coffee's gone cold beside me. The radio still whispering softly through the dark blue room. And somewhere before the sunrise, the heaviness inside me loosens, leaving only calm and quiet warmth. The station fades into static, rainwater drying on the glass. Blue morning almost arriving. Still, the night feels beautiful somehow. I don't remember your face clearly anymore, but your laugh, somehow it stayed. Spring air drifting through the cafe door, coffee cups clinking softly, sunlight resting on wooden tables near the station window. Outside, trains roll by slowly under pale April skies. Everything ordinary, everything glowing a little. I forgot the color of your jacket, forgot the words we talked about, but sometimes out of nowhere I still hear your laugh. Light, warm, uncomplicated, like it belonged perfectly to spring afternoons. Funny what memory chooses to keep, not details, just feelings. Your laugh in April still echoes softly sometimes, like distant music floating through an open cafe door. No sadness left inside it now, no longing to return, only warmth, like sunlight on old wooden floors. Your laugh in April and cherry blossoms near the station, the city younger somehow, back when nights felt endless. And somewhere between memory and spring rain, I feel lighter again. There was a small cafe near the tracks, always smelling faintly of coffee. We stay too long there sometimes, watching people pass by. Nothing dramatic ever happened, no promises, no heartbreak scenes, just ordinary conversations inside quiet afternoons. Maybe that's why it stayed, because it never tried to become something larger. Just two people existing in the same soft season. Outside the station, speakers echoed across wet sidewalks, and every train arriving sounded like another beginning. Some memories fade loudly, others disappear gently, leaving only a warmth behind. Your laugh in April still visits me on rainy evenings, soft enough to make the room feel a little less quiet. No ache hidden in these thoughts anymore, only gratitude somehow for ordinary moments that once felt alive. Your laugh in April and spring sunlight through cafe windows, paper cups warming cold hands near the old station. And somewhere deep inside those small memories, the heart keeps glowing softly. Maybe growing older means this, learning how to miss things gently, without needing them back, without turning them into sadness. Just appreciation for brief, beautiful moments that pass through our lives quietly. And somehow I remembered your laugh in April, still drifting softly through my memory, like warm wind moving lightly through open train doors. No loneliness here anymore, only tenderness, like old photographs fading slowly at the edges. And the cafe lights after sunset, the station glowing gold in the evening rain. And somewhere between the sound of trains and spring air, I quietly smile again. Cherry blossoms falling softly, coffee growing cold beside me. The station still somewhere far away, and your laugh still warm somehow. Last train again tonight, rain sliding down the window, earphones low, city lights drifting by. The carriage hums softly, half-empty seats under pale light. Someone sleeping by the far door, suit jacket folded in their arms. Outside the rain blurs everything, neon signs melting into silver, and the city feels distant somehow, like an old photograph. I lean my head against the cold glass, music playing low in my ears, the kind of slow song that only sounds right after midnight. Funny how exhaustion opens memory, not dramatic memories, not painful ones, just quiet scenes returning softly. Convenience store coffee, wet umbrellas by the station, late night conversations fading with the train noise. Maybe the heart remembers differently when the world grows quiet. On the slow train home, old nights drift back gently, like reflections trembling softly across rain-covered windows. No sadness living in them now, only distance and warmth, like hearing a familiar melody from another room. On the slow train home, the city glows beneath the rain, headlights stretching endlessly through the midnight streets. And somewhere between stations and silence, I finally breathe a little slower. A tired man adjusts his tie nearby. Someone scrolls through old messages. The train rocks softly through the dark, like waves carrying us home. I remember when nights felt larger, when every conversation seemed important. Now I treasure quieter things, warm apartments, dim lights, slow music after long days outside. The track shines silver under the street lights. The whole city looking softer after 1 a.m. And for a moment I don't feel rushed anymore. Some memories fade painfully, others settle gently beside you, like rain sounds at midnight. On the slow train home, the music in my headphones echoes softly, matching the rhythm of the rails through the sleeping city. No need to relive the past tonight, no need to hold on to anything, just letting old feelings pass by, like lights beyond the glass. On the slow train home, even loneliness feels quieter, like the rain absorbed all the sharp edges. And somewhere between exhaustion and nostalgia, the heart grows calm again. The older I get, the more I understand these nights. Not exciting, not lonely, just human people carry invisible histories back through rainy cities, trying their best to rest. Another station passes slowly, almost home now. On the slow train home, the rain begins to disappear, blue morning waiting faintly beyond the skyline. No regrets hidden in these thoughts anymore, only gratitude somehow for ordinary nights that once felt alive. On the slow train home, the song inside my headphones fades, the window cold beside my shoulder, the city nearly asleep. Somewhere before the final stop, the heaviness leaves my chest, like rainwater sliding softly into the dark. Train doors opening slowly, wet pavement shining outside. The night almost over, still the city feels beautiful tonight. Midnight coffee, rain long gone outside. The room feels quiet tonight, quiet in a good way. The lamp beside the couch glows softly, painting gold across the floor. Final crackling low in the background, like an old familiar voice. I sit wrapped in a blanket, coffee warming both my hands. And somewhere in the stillness, old memories return again, but differently now. Not sharp enough to ache, not heavy enough to rule night, just gentle pieces of another life passing through softly. The strange thing about healing is how quietly it happens. One ordinary evening at a time. Time didn't erase everything. It simply taught the heart how to carry it lightly. Nothing hurt tonight. Not the rain, not the memories, not even the songs I used to avoid. Everything feels softer now, like the world finally loosened. And the midnight coffee tastes warmer somehow. In this quiet room, nothing hurt tonight. The past arrived gently, like distant lights glowing faintly through apartment curtains. And somewhere between memory and silence, I realized I'd healed a little. Outside, the city keeps moving, cars whispering through wet streets. But inside this room, time feels slower. I remember old winter, suddenly station cafes after work, warm hands around paper cups, watching snowfall near the tracks. Not every memory needs resolution. Not every goodbye needs meaning. Some moments simply fade into us until they become part of the atmosphere. Like jazz drifting from another apartment, or rain against old buildings. Things that stay quietly inside the soul. Maybe peace isn't forgetting. Maybe it's remembering without fear. Nothing hurt tonight. Even the lonely parts soften, like gears finally smoothing the sharp edges down. No longing to go backwards anymore. No need to rewrite anything. Just gratitude for small moments that once existed. Nothing hurt tonight. The room breathing slowly around me, coffee cooling beside the lamp, music low and warm for the first time in a long while. The silence felt comforting. The older I get, the more I treasure calm, not excitement, not noise. Just evenings where the heart can finally rest. No performances, no explanations, only quiet understanding. Stay here a while. The night feels gentle tonight. Nothing hurt tonight. The city fading into blue morning, streetlights dimming softly beyond the rain street glass. No sadness hidden in these memories now, only warmth and distance, like old photographs touched by sunlight. Nothing hurt tonight, and maybe that means healing. Not forgetting the past, but surviving it softly. And somewhere before sunrise, I smiled into the silence without even realizing it. Coffee gone cold, final nearly still. The room glowing softly. And somehow everything feels alright.